Today, here's my buddy Steve Heath, and we're going to attempt to describe to you what a force multiplier is. Now, in the seminars, it's easy to display that to the students because they can feel it. They can feel what a force multiplier is, and they immediately understand its efficiency and its use. So we're going to try and show that to you. We're going to describe it in words. We're going to show it in actions so that you can understand immediately how effective it can be in a self-defense situation. All right, so just hang with us for a moment here.
I'm going to take my fist, okay? And some guys, they are. I'm going to take my fist. I'm going to have Dave push against me. Okay, now we're doing a lot of pushing, right? I'm exerting a lot of force.
And it's no problem for me to push back.
So I have to, in other words, to make it effective, I have to hit him with a lot of power, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to focus that.
But if he's just trying to get me off of him, I'm an attacker, and he just wants me away from him, I can still keep coming forward. That's what he's trying to say, is that his fist on my chest is not enough to stop me.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, just your finger, and I'm basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my finger as a force multiplier, because all that energy is going to concentrate to a point. Push forward, Dave. He can. It hurts him more, you see.
I can still come a little bit, but it's uncomfortable.
So now my finger can bend, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take an everyday object such as a spoon, tablespoon, okay? And what I teach my students, I teach them to use the tablespoon as a force multiplier. I teach them to grab the grip, place your finger on here, it's strong. Here, now I'm going to have Dave come forward. He can't even move forward. So what I just did was I turned a simple everyday object into a force multiplier to use it as self-defense.
That won't give.
This won't give.
I'll give. So I can't move anymore forward.
Now.
I have to get away from it.
Absolutely. You see? Yes.
I'd have to try and get away from that.
But what it just did is something so weak and so, I don't have to hit very hard, and I'm digging into his chest. Simple force multiplier. So now that you understand that concept.
Keep following us. I'm going to show you something else next.
Now the fist, look, this is a firm watermelon, okay? Fist. See, we're pushing on each other. Finger, now the finger makes it, but my finger's going to bend, okay? So we're going to take an object, watch this, goes right in.
Force multiplier.
Force multiplier. Simple everyday item as a pen. And it's a cheap pen, it bends, it flexes. But what we're going to do is we're going to turn this pen into a force multiplier. We're going to grab it in the same way I showed you guys with the table, with a spoon. You're going to put it in your palm. You're going to press your finger against it. Gives it some strength there. And again, he comes forward, the pen goes right in. Same thing would happen here. And that's how you hold the pen, okay? But you're using this pen as a force multiplier. I'm going to take a simple item as your keys, okay? And you're going to hold the keys. You can hold it. We'll use this grip here, right? And we show this with the same thing with the tablespoon. I can hold it this way. I'm going to use the key. I'm going to just press it. I use the key as a force multiplier. Same thing. The key. Put your thumb on it, finger on it. I'll use it like this, and I put it here, right on its chest. Can't come forward. Much more power here than here. Okay, this takes a little more training, a little more strength, a lot more resistance. Got some power there.
You have to know how to actually punch. So what we're trying to show you here is something this starts at ground zero. So you can come at this with zero training, and we're teaching you how to effectively use household items as force multipliers to get someone off of you. And it's very effective. I feel like I'm getting stabbed every time. So now we're going to show you a product that Steve came up with. It's a force multiplier, and it's called the Spaded Heart. It's a pendant or a bottle opener, and all it is something that helps you apply force. Okay, so we're going to do the same demonstration on the melon.
So you're going to hold it this way. Got your keys in your hand. Simple, right? Okay, and what's great about this Spaded Heart self-defense pendant, whether you have it on your keys, you can wear it as a lanyard around your neck. The great thing is, is where everything's most effective. It's where it's easily accessible and you have it ready to go. That's the only time a self-defense item or an everyday item that uses a force multiplier is effective is when it's ready to go. You're not reaching for it, you're not digging in it for it, you're not pulling out of your pocket, you're not trying to pull it out of the holster. Simple water bottle, I'm drinking a water bottle. It does not hinder the fact that I can drink my water bottle, hold my cell phone. There, now I got the lanyard, just like that. Real simple, it's ready to go. We can take something that takes no training at all. With this item, somebody grabs you from the behind. You don't have to be precise. You don't have to do, we're not going to require you to do something you will not be able to remember, especially in a stressful situation. What he's going to do is just basically, he's going to get me in a choke, and I'm going to show you how to take this simple item and make him release the hold. So go with it. Got you, huh?
Yeah.
The great thing is, he will have to adjust his grip. He has to change it around, but that's okay because he had me around my neck, right? He's collapsing my throat. Do it again. I'm not exerting a lot of energy. Now, I'm doing it on his arm, I can do it on his hand. These are different grips. You can jam, but all you gotta do is just roll it. Different grips, look.
However you're holding it, as long as you can dig it in and drive it into the body part they're giving you, it's going to be effective. So we're not asking for any training. As a matter of fact, we almost rather you're not. We'd rather your instincts, natural human instincts, just take over and just do what you normally do, because your initial reaction would be what? To pull that person's arm off, right? So
yes.
You take this instead and you drive it into the problem. And the problem lets go. And then you just get away.
Absolutely.
So what we're trying to teach here is real self-defense, realistic, life-threatening situations.
It's got to be simple, it's got to be effective, and it can't take a whole lot of thought. Because if you're untrained, you don't have time to think anyway. So your reaction is somebody grabs you. When somebody grabs you, everybody's reaction is to grab here. So the reason why I developed this device is when somebody grabs you, now you can drive pressure, you can apply pressure into them. You will make them adjust their grip. At least they're going to adjust their grip. They're going to pull their hand, but you're going to get them off your throat, okay? For example, no matter how I'm holding it, so I don't have to hold it. I can hold it this way. I can hold it this way. In many different kinds of grips. He grabs me. Push your head down. You can't. It's just, again, you can do the same thing, and what I want people to understand, you can turn just about anything into a force multiplier, all right? The key. Just like I show you how to hold the spoon, you can't. So really, understanding basic everyday items and using them as force multipliers. When I came up with the spaded heart, I liked it because it's cool looking, it's light, it's not really aggressive looking, it doesn't look like a crazy item.
Every day, everywhere carry.
Every day, everywhere.
You may not want to walk around with a spoon in your pocket, right?
You can walk around with this on
You
your
can walk
keys.
around with that, or you may not want to use your keys, because your keys may be your second getaway device, right? You want to make sure it probably stays in good shape, because you might have to get into your car and flee the scene, or get into your house, or get back into your building, whatever it may be. So, this is an everyday, everywhere carry piece. And what we're trying to teach here is that it's a simple get off me device, because in realistic, real life situations, scenarios, you're not going to be able to pull off a lot of the stuff you see today on the internet. It's choreographed, flashy entertainment by really skilled martial artists. And unless you're going to train 10, 15, 20 years like them, that's not going to save your life. We're trying to show you realistic stuff here that hopefully you never have to face. But if you do, this is probably your best bet.
And I have almost 40 years of martial arts training, competing, fighting, both professionally and amateur, in different circuits. And this, I would depend more on this. Someone grabbed me from behind. This right here, I know I can get away from. I can get out of that choke. And it's definitely gonna, in any situation, it's gonna increase my chances to get away. And that's what's most important.
The everyday civilian person that hasn't trained how to effectively throw a knockout punch, let's just call it that, if you're caught in a situation, you know, where it's caught by surprise, which most attacks are, you're probably not going to have or be in a position to have leverage to be able to throw that knockout punch that maybe you trained for years for. So something like this and a simple strike or just a push, as you can see as we demonstrated today, could be enough to get them off you so you can get away safe. Now obviously we don't want you to start facing attacks. If you ever have the opportunity to get away, that's your first choice, just get away.
Do me a favor, Dave. I'm gonna have you punch me in my chest hard. I'm gonna have you hold that watermelon on your left side. I'm gonna hit you with this. For example, pick up that watermelon.
Okay.
Hold it in your left hand. I want you guys to see. Punch me in my chest, Dave. Hard. Look, he hit me in my chest. He hit me solid. You seen it, right? Look at the damage. Took less power.
That's gonna break ribs, and it's probably gonna go through the skin. I wouldn't want to get hit with it, especially in the hand or the head or the face, because it's crushing whatever it hits.
That damn punch hurt, by the way. And it's yeah. Real quick, whether you wear it as a lanyard, we have it a breakaway, but whether, you know, if you don't have your keys, something is simple, you can grab it, and like I said, the different positions you can hold it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
And
matter.
the great thing is, look at this. See this?
Oh yeah.
See? But across his face, I'm not gonna hit your face, but across his face, look.
Yeah.
See? Real simple.
Distance creator. That could be all it takes to diffuse the situation, and you're good. And
to get
the
away.
person changes their mind, right? Party's over. But if not, you still have the actual tool in your hand.
Absolutely. And the reason, again, the reason for this, for everyday people such as like my daughter, Dave's wife, my wife, you know, they don't train every day. They don't. Some people don't train at all, but they know when they have this is going to when they understand using force multipliers and the simplicity behind them, it can create more damage than they ever could spending 2-3 hours a day trying to beat on something if they weigh 120 pounds and they beat on a man who's 6'5" and he's angry. This might just get them away and increase their chances of survival, and that's what we're shooting for with the spaded heart.
Guys, I want you to understand, you're not going to get a felony carrying something like this, okay? There's a lot of self-defense items out there that really are questionable whether or not you can carry them or even use them because they apply lethal force almost instantly.